the man in whom thou acts without impediment, harms no other being by his actions, yet he does not know himself to be kind, to be gentle. The man in whom thou acts without impediment does not bother with his own interest and does not despise others who do. Wind replied, true. The man in whom thou acts without impediment, harms no other being by his actions, yet he does not know himself to be kind, to be gentle. The man in whom thou acts without impediment does not bother with his own interest and does not despise others who do. He does not struggle to make money and does not make a virtue of poverty. He goes his way without relying on others and does not pride himself on walking alone. While he does not follow the crowd, he won't complain of those who do. Rank and reward make no appeal to him. Disgrace and shame do not deter him. He is not always looking for right and wrong, always deciding yes or no. The ancients said, therefore, the man of thou remains unknown. Perfect virtue produces nothing. No self is true self, and the greatest man is nobody. The man of thou remains unknown. Perfect virtue produces nothing. No self is true self, and the greatest man is nobody. The turtle. Chuang Tzu with his bamboo pole was fishing in Pooh River. The Prince of Chu sent 2 vice-chancellors with a formal document. We hereby appoint you Prime Minister. Chuang Tzu held his bamboo pole. Still watching Pooh River, he said, I am told there is a sacred tortoise, offered and canonized 3,000 years ago, venerated by the prince, wrapped in silk in a precious shrine and an altar in the temple. What do you think? Is it better to give up one's life and leave a sacred shell as an object of cult in a cloud of incense 3,000 years? Or better to live as a plain turtle dragging its tail in the mud? Man of thou remain. Or better to live as a plain turtle dragging its tail in the mud. For the turtle, said the vice-chancellor, better to live and drag its tail in the mud. Go home, said Chuang Tzu. Leave me here to drag my tail in the mud. Owl and Phoenix. Huitzu was prime minister of Liang. He had what he believed to be inside information that Chuang Tzu coveted his post and was intriguing to supplant him. In fact, when Chuang Tzu came to visit Liang, the prime minister sent out the police to apprehend him. The police searched for him 3 days and 3 nights, but meanwhile Chuang presented himself before Hua Tsui of his own accord and said, have you heard about the bird that lives in the south? The phoenix that never grows old? This undying phoenix rises out of the South Sea and flies to the sea of the North, never alighting except on certain sacred trees. This undying phoenix rises out of the South Sea and flies to the sea of the North, never alighting except on certain sacred trees. He will touch no food but the most exquisite, rare fruit, drinks only from clearest springs. Once an owl, chewing a dead rat, already half decayed, saw the phoenix fly over, looked up, and screeched with alarm, clutching the rat to himself in fear and dismay. Why are you so frantic, clinging to your ministry, screeching at me in dismay? The joy of fishers. Chuang Tzu and Huitzu were crossing Hao River by the dam. Chuang said, see how free the fishes leap and dart, that is their happiness. Hui replied, since you are not a fish, how do you know what makes